I'm doing good. How are you doing? Oh, I forgot to light my candle. Jeez Louise, we can do that now. We can light the candle. Here we go. I love the smell of a struck match. Gotta have that extra crackle in the background, for sure. Oh, I still have Lumi's balloons up. Hello everybody. I'm so sick of rain. It's been raining forever. The sun was out briefly. I was like, yay, sunny day, and now it's raining again. I'm sick of rain. But April showers bring May flowers, I guess. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. April showers also bring allergies. Excuse me. Hello, Cheese Man. Thank you. Wow, the candle's really doing a little. Whoa, look at that flashing. If I did like the pop rocks and the baking soda right now, it would totally look like a campfire. With the lighting and everything. It's also shadows. Hey Skylar, how are you? Bring it a little closer. Hope everybody's having a good week. Thought I'd pop on for a little bit before I have to do like dishes and stuff. Get some stuff done around the house. Come on for a little bit and then go and do that later. I worked on a glass last night. finish on, but I'm excited because I think I'm liking doing the glasses more than the mugs at this point. It turned out really pretty. Hello, Benji. I went out in the rain yesterday to do the same thing, and I walked out with nothing. So, I don't want to go out in the rain again with nothing to show for it. Show the glass when I can. I need to, since I just put seal on it, it has to dry. Once it's dry, it has to sit for 48 hours before I can start putting finish on it, but it'll be dry enough to still show. But, you know. Sitting in the basement drying because the seal spray really smells and I don't want it to stink up the house, so it's in the basement. Not only would it give me a headache, but it wouldn't be good for any of the animals to be breathing it, so it's in the basement where it's not going to bother anybody. He's good. He's in the window. I think that's his favorite place when he's up here now, either on the mic or in the window. He's had several waxworms since his birthday. It's not, he only ate the one on live, but I think that's just mainly because he wants to eat when he wants to eat, not on demand. But he gobbled up everything off live. My baby's a year old. Crazy. Feels like I just got him yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but you know. And he was like tiny. I have 2 dogs, 2 cats, a bunny, a ferret, a beardy, and then I have cockroaches. Like I have Madagascar hissing cockroaches, and I've got 2 spiders, and I've got a fish tank. I definitely have less animals than 3 snakes. I didn't totally forget, but I didn't put them in the list. There's also 3 snakes, and they're in here. They're in here with me. In the next couple days, they'll be eating, and they'll get their weekly meal. That almost resembled thunder. That almost resembled thunder. So my dad just found out this morning that he's got COVID. First time since it all began. They did so well staying away from it. And now he's got it. So hopefully he'll be alright. There's like fuzzies all over my... He had taken a test on Monday when he started showing symptoms, and it was negative. But he took the test again today since he developed a cough, and it came up positive. So and my husband is sick too, but he took a test last weekend and it came up negative, and he's starting to he feels better. He just has the pesky symptoms that linger, you know. way that I can grab it. Gonna have to work it out somehow. The tweezers will never get it. It's in there too far. And it's not gonna be stiff like a sliver of wood or anything. It's a piece of hair. So it's gonna be really hard to get out. They can be painful depending on where they're at. It stings a little bit. Hair splinters are very common in dog groomers, which is why I know what they are. I wouldn't have known what they were either otherwise. I haven't had a hair splinter since I was grooming full time though. I don't usually get them for my own dog, but yesterday I did. I've been like working at it and getting it wet and working at it and I can't get it out. But tweezers are never gonna grab it because you can't see it sticking out at all. I think a normal splinter hurts more just because it's stiff. But a piece of hair is very flimsy. It's just stuck in there just right. Hey Jax, you disappeared before I could show you my Jax. But I could always go and get him. I'm sure he wouldn't mind some lovin's. It does depending on where it is. Like right now, it's sitting like in here. It's right here. I could feel it right there. When I run my finger over it, I could feel it. And it snags on cloth and stuff like that. Like I could feel it pull. I had a feeling that's what happened. I was like, that head massage and all that really got ya. Because afterwards I was like, are you still here? Radio silence. I was like, shots too. has loved his waxworms. He just didn't want to eat on camera. Because after that live, I put him back in his tank, put the waxworms in there, and he gobbled them up. Just, he doesn't like to eat under pressure. Who knew that a fuzzy pom-pom could sound so good? It's just one of these fuzzy pom-poms. Let's get Lumi. There he is, the birthday boy. His birthday was Tuesday. Whoops, my phone's gonna fall. Yes, I did. He's so cute. I hope you're not driving, Bryce. Don't fall asleep in the car if you're driving. Of course. This was Lumi's birthday hat. That was his birthday hat. And then, of course, he's got the usual. His crown. 60, you know, somewhere in that range. He loves this. He also, this is his favorite thing too, this brush. They love soft things. So we just start here, we go to, and he shuts his eyes. He shuts his eyes and he just soaks in all of it. This is what heaven looks like for a bearded dragon. Pretty much. I want a t-shirt that says I raise tiny dinosaurs. Although I only have one dinosaur. But I want a shirt that says I raise a tiny dinosaur. It's very exfoliating on the skin too. Because he's not smooth. Sorry guys. Dogs. It is very hard to do ASMR in this house. Shush. Sorry. They see something outside. At least the bigger one does. The little one is just barking because the other one's barking. She's like, there must be something going on. So I'll bark too. She's too small to see. Be quiet. That did nothing. She's like, what? I'm guarding your house, man. Let me do my thing. See his little beady eye. Watch it close. It's like, oh man, the brush. The brush. I love the brush. Those eyes, they just... Hello. I think the sun's coming out a bit. Possibly. I hear birds. I hear cars. I can't win. Cars, dogs. I can't win. Hey, Smokey. He's a year old now. He had his birthday. You need to see. Oh no. Oh, that's too far. Had to make him a little birthday hat. He's not spoiled at all. Don't know what you mean. What do you mean, stretchy string? What you mean? I'm confused. I choked on my saliva. Oh. It doesn't have one. Because I made the hat. I thought about it, but I was like, I don't know how to make it work. How did you turn? There we go. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He loves this brush. This is a little boy. And then this is his little stuffy. This is his. He snuggles with him. He snuggles with his hedgie. He loves the brush. Alright, let's do more triggers. You want to go back in the window? While he's not up here, he's in the window. He just gazes outside. He loves it. Say bye-bye. Say, I'm gonna go in the window. I'm gonna go in the window. Alright. At some point, I'll take a picture so you can see what he's doing in the window. He loves it in there. A window is his favorite place to be. think so too. Let's prepare for the Pop Rocks, because I love Pop Rocks. I'm gonna have to mute you because this gets loud to put this on. What do you, no, I'm at home. I'm at home. Are you guys ready? Where's my spray bottle? I love this sound. It's like one of my favorite sounds. Every now and then there's an aggressive pop rock in there. show you my bunny before I pull out the wig then, right? Is that what you're saying? Thank you for the roses. For the roses. I can get him while you guys are listening to this. And I'll try and be quiet in the background because the doors are loud. He got so excited. Oh, baby. Where you going? This my baby. Hi, what you doing? Say hello, bud. So he was a rescue. And when I got him, he had been neglected. He wasn't getting hay. He was in a very filthy enclosure. He was not given enough water. He had more pellets than he had hay, which is backwards. Hey, Jules. And he had bot flies. He had one on the side of his neck and one on his back. And we had to extract those, which was painful for him. And then the shaved areas so that we could see the hair grew back. And the intent was for me to get him better and then rehome him. But he bonded with me, so he ended up staying. My husband said keep him. I was like, okay. Jax, are you still here? There he is. Yes, this is Jax. He also didn't have a name when he came to me. adopted Jax before I ever intended on keeping him. I just wanted him to have a name, and then I was gonna rehome him, but then I kept him instead. We're best buddies. He's unlike most rabbits, do not like being held. He doesn't mind, but he'd rather not be held. But he loves to be snuggled. He even, they have very sensitive noses. And he buries his snout in the palm of my hand and nuzzles. And he grooms me all the time, which is bonded behavior, so I will pet him like this, which of course he loves. And usually when I stop, he'll start, if he's on the bed with me, he'll start licking me, which is him saying, okay, now it's my turn to groom you. Hi, buddy. You're my boy, aren't you? When I opened the door, he free roams in the other room. And when I opened the door, he ran over to me. None of my other bunnies ever did that. They'd run from me because they thought I was going to pick them up. He runs to me. He's like, my mom's here. Jules, thank you so much for the rabbit. You got a rabbit, Jax. Yes, you did. So his breed, he's a Dutch bunny. He's a Dutch bunny, and I never thought I would ever get a Dutch bunny. I was more into the lops and but I really enjoy him. He's got a harness and a leash, and he goes outside. He experienced snow this winter, and he wasn't sure what to think of that. Where are you going? I don't know what we're doing right now. He's a parrot. What are you doing up there? Don't slide. He's gonna fall off. Come here. It's okay. There we go. I got you. I got you. Yes. Just my boy. Yeah, so I've had him for a little over a year now. Almost 2. I've had him almost 2 years actually. He actually was purchased as an 8-month-old. He was about 8 months old, maybe. No, that's not correct. He was a bit younger. I think he was 8 months old when I got him. It was something like that. But he was a baby at the pet store, and somebody had bought him. And then they didn't take care of him properly. And they brought him in with his dirty cage. No water, no hay, nothing. Tiny cage. And wanted to trade him in for another rabbit. We're like, well, or for another animal. We're like, that's not really how that works, but if you don't want him anymore, we'll take him. most lovable bunny I've ever had. And he's got a little pair of pajamas. And he's got a t-shirt that says "Whiskey made me do it." I can show you the t-shirt. Let's turn around here, buddy. Okay. Mama's got you. It's okay. He's nervous just because he thinks he's gonna fall. I've got, let's see. I'd have to find it. Let me see. Oh, I don't think it's on here. Man. But of course, we've got, sorry guys, a snuggle day. Sorry about the dogs. They're so noisy. Alright, do you want to get down? You might hop around in here a little bit. He can hop around in here a little bit and explore. He just can't. No cord chewing. Cord chewing's not allowed. But that's my Jax. Yeah, now he's exploring. Oh, I guess we've got really quiet with our. Here we go. It got quiet. Now I've got hair all over me. There's hair all over me. He sheds a lot, and he's gonna start shedding even more now since it's spring. He's gonna get rid of his winter fluff. Dr. Doolittle. And a lot of people will think because their rabbit just sits there like that and doesn't try and get away that they enjoy being held. He doesn't enjoy being held. He just doesn't move. The best way to tell if they're enjoying the snuggles is to watch their nose, look at their breathing, and look at their eyes. I can tell a lot of the time he's very relaxed. He's trying to get into trouble. But most bunnies, when you're restraining them, their noses are going to be twitching really quickly. They're going to be breathing quickly. Their eyes are going to be huge. That's not a happy rabbit. And people think just because they're not struggling, they enjoy it. Which is why I'm just like, you need to learn your animal's body language. Sorry. Need to learn your animal's body language to know. Because these poor bunnies were so stressed and they're like, oh, they love it, I'm actually very against Easter pictures, and with Easter coming up, this is a thing. People going to get pictures taken with bunnies, like real bunnies. Those bunnies are not enjoying it. It is so stressful just for a cute picture. It's not worth it to do that to the bunnies. And especially because a lot of the time it's with children and they can so easily get hurt. The bunnies can so easily get hurt. If they struggle, they can actually twist their back. They can twist their spine wrong and break their spines because they're not being held properly and they're scared. So I'm very against that kind of thing. Where are you hopping? You'll hear him hopping around now. I'm so sorry, guys. They see something outside. He's having a bath. He's like, now's a good time for me to sit here and wash my face, my ears. Now he's being noisy. Yeah, I can do hair brushing. I'll get the wig. And I might put him back too. I think I'm gonna go put him back so he doesn't get into trouble while I'm not paying attention to him. Be right back, guys. Okay. I gotta put my vinegar away too. Okay. Too many cords down here. This long, beautiful hair. Okay. just doing this. He's like, if I have to play with your hair, you have to do that to me. And I'm like, okay. Excuse me. I wish my hair looked like this. It is, it's relaxing. There are some weird people out there that don't like it at all, and I'm like, what planet are you from? At all, or I have trouble sleeping, I'm like, please just do that. And I get so relaxed. He'll do that when we're watching a movie, and then I'm like, what movie did we watch? Because I'm like, oops, we got a knot. out what I'm gonna have for dinner today. I don't know. Maybe I can convince my husband to let me get takeout because he's not here and he's been all mushy in the text messages since he's been gone all week. Now's the time for Ask for Things. Oh, Kayla, I showed him a picture of those singing bowls. And I was like, I really want these, but look how expensive they are. He was like, holy crap. He goes, I know I said give me ideas for your birthday, but that's not exactly what I had in mind. Because they were like $500. Right. He's not willing to spend $500 on me in one shebang for my birthday. How about that? Oh, no, just joking. He's like, we could save up and that could be for the future. And I said, oh, the future? So like next week? He said, no. Because we could totally have a singing bowl session. I played him a video of them. I said they sound so much better than those cheapy metal ones that you can get, which I still want one of those, but the other ones are a different material and they sound amazing. He goes, they really do sound good. And I'm like, I could do a whole stream just with that, like a singing bowl session. I just need $500. Yeah. In fact, there's somebody that I don't think her account wasn't made to do the sound baths because she's only got 2 videos of it. There are many videos. She's only got 2 that are using the singing bowls. And they sound amazing. I watched her live one day. They sound really, really good. So, I want... Hello. Right? How dare we have to pay our bills first? Usually is very lenient. I mean, about if I say, can I get that? He's like, okay. Although at the pet store, there was a macaw there. There's a golden macaw there. And I want her so bad. Her whole setup and her setup goes with her. $5,000. He said no. No. There's not often that he'll flat out tell me no. But singing bowls. $500 singing bowls and a $5,000 bird. Got a flat out no. Well, the singing bowls gotta. In the future, the bird gotta know. So to be honest, if I actually said, do you mind if I get something out to eat today? He'll tell me sure. In fact, because when he's gone, he gets to eat out at all these places and work pays for it. He goes, it's not fair that I get to enjoy all these nice meals, so if you ask me if you can eat something out, I'm gonna say yes. But I just respectfully ask anyway, even though I know what he'll say. I don't want to just make assumptions. Yep. I mean, I've had more pets at one time than I do now, along with my bunny and my ferret and the dogs and the cats. I've had 10 rats at the same time. I've had a chinchilla, I've had guinea pigs, I've had hamsters, all at the same time. And then he'll be like, you know, because I'll stand there in the evening and I'll be like, okay, I fed this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I got water for this one, this one, this one, this one. He's like, if you have to stand there and run through a mental list, you have too many. Like, bish posh, there's no such thing as too many. This is why I go, because half the time I cut my own hair, like I'll just like make sure it's even. Like I'll part it in the back, put it on both sides, and I'll be like, snip, snip, make sure it's even. I'll cut my own hair. But I'll totally go to the salon just to have my hair played with. I'll just have to get a cushy chair. I'll have to get a cushy chair and then start having appointment openings for getting your head massaged and your hair played with, little scalp his mother's hair anymore. But he used to. I have a daughter. She's 23. She used to play with my hair too. And I used to play with hers. Hello. And I just don't get this done to me enough anymore because my husband's always out of town for work. So I can only imagine it. Hey, Mitchell. Coconut. I feel like I'm smelling the top of your head while I do this. Coconut. Yeah, you have to work today. I might be at some point. My husband gets home tomorrow. If not tomorrow, definitely Saturday, because he'll be doing errands and stuff. Welcome to being an adult, Mitchell. When you're older, it'll have to be 5 days in a row, sometimes 6. My son is 19 and he works Monday through Friday, like 8 to 10 hours a day. Yeah, turning 18 is not all it's cracked up to be. Now you're expected to be an adult. Yeah, and I'm going to visit family in May, and I wanted my son to come with me, but he's got one of those jobs where he only gets so much vacation time, so he has to be very, selective with how much time he takes off. I'm like, yep, you've definitely come into adulthood. At the pet store, I was working 12 hours. Mainly on Sundays, but good golly. And closer to the end, I was doing Fridays and Saturdays for 12 hours. And you can't sit down. Like, corporate took away the chair in the kennel part because I would sit down while I did paperwork or trimming toenails or anything like that. They took my chair away. I'm like, so you get to sit in your little cushy chair in the office, but I have to stand on my feet the whole freaking time. I will sit on the floor. And I did. I sat on the floor. Yeah. And when I was doing paperwork, they go, you don't have to sit for that. And I'm like, well, I don't have to, but it's better on my back. Like, hello. chair to sit on. Like, really? So they were coming to the kennel to sit down on the floor. Yeah, we didn't have a break room there. We didn't have a break room. They had to come back into kennel to get off the sales floor. And of course, corporate took my chair, so they didn't even pay for that chair. One of the other employees supplied that chair, and they took it. Yeah, I was like, I'm here 12 hours a day, having the most physical job because I worked in the kennel, so I was taking care of the animals. I was bathing like 20 dogs once a week, cutting all their nails, cleaning all their cages. I'm like, I deserve to be able to sit down. That was the nice thing about my job, though, is I didn't have to necessarily work directly with the customers. I was mainly the animal person, but mine was also a more physical job. And I was always there longer than salespeople. Not only was I cleaning cages of a variety of animals, the dogs, the bunnies, the guinea pigs, the birds, cleaning up all of that. I had dishes to do from the dog bowls and things like that. Any of the animal dishes. I had to do laundry when the animals would soil their blankets and things like that. So I had laundry, dishes, cleaning up that, cleaning up the floor. But you can't sit down. Like, watch me. And eventually, closer to the time that I quit, they installed new security cameras that not only, and they installed more than they used to have, so they could see every little bit of the store. And not only could they see you, they could hear you. So they weren't just watching you, they were listening too. I felt very invaded. I didn't like it. Because they didn't have the cameras just on the sales floor to, watch for shoplifters or anything. They had them up at the register to watch the cashier. They had them in the kennel. They had them in inventory. They had them everywhere. And you can now hear the sound. Yeah, I didn't like it. I missed the animals and I missed the people that I worked with, but that's all I missed. Granted, most of the coworkers I had are no longer there either. They've all quit. Just the managers are there still. Which I get along with the managers that are there, so I'll go in and I'll say hi to them and stuff like that. I still get my feeders and stuff from there. Yeah, protected. And since we were taking care of animals, they want to make sure that the animals are being treated properly, which they are, but it didn't matter. People were allowed to come in and hold puppies and things like that. And we we would tell them, just letting you know you're doing this at your own risk. The puppies might bite, they'll scratch, they're teething, they're very nippy. They would sign a sheet saying they understood. And then we'd get a complaint. I got bitten. They need a Band-Aid, that's fine, but they wanted to file a report. When a report is filed, we have to quarantine the dog or isolate the dog for 2 weeks. No contact whatsoever because they bit. Because this person is stupid. They're not that big a company. I mean, they have a few locations. There's one location here, and then there's a few around Indianapolis, but they're only an Indiana-based pet store. They're family-owned, but even still. I don't want to say what it's called. Just because I don't want to expose. I don't have a problem with any of the employees at any of the locations. It's corporate. It's corporate that just bothers me. Sadly, last year, the corporate office location, because they have a store next to the corporate office, it caught fire, and they lost nearly all their animals. I was in tears because not only they're corporate, so a lot of the animals would go there before they'd get distributed. And there were 40 puppies at that location at corporate, and they lost every dog. Every dog died. And some fish and reptiles and one guinea pig and a cat survived. Everything else died. I was devastated, especially because, people would ask us, what do you do if the puppies don't sell? We keep them till they sell, but they might transfer different locations. And 2 of our puppies went to corporate just before that, so I know there was a silver lab. Her name was Cookie, and she was there and ended up dying. I was heartbroken because she was a sweetheart. And I think there was another one too. It was devastating. Yeah, it was awful. And it happened in the middle of the night, so luckily there were no people there, but it happened in the middle of the night. So by the time the fire department got there, all the smoke inhalation is what got them. But I was sad, of course, for the other animals. But knowing that Cookie was there and Sasha was there, I was devastated because I bonded with those 2. It was always hard to lose them, to say bye to the puppies that I took care of. When the puppies get adopted they're so happy. I got so close to so many of the puppies, especially the longer that they were there, but it was such a happy day. It was bittersweet when they would get to go to a new home. And occasionally the people would come back and visit and bring them in. It would be like, oh my gosh, they've got so big. And the puppies remember us. And it's just like, cuddling with Hazel. There were a couple of times when we would have a sick puppy. They wouldn't be eating or anything like that. And they needed to be monitored all night. And corporate would allow, so good on them for at least this, they would allow me to bring, it was usually just one puppy at a time, obviously. But there were a couple of puppies. There was a little French bulldog. She couldn't keep anything down. And then she wasn't eating. She was lethargic and all of that. And she needed to be monitored. And rather than spending the money at the vet, she came home with me. I slept on the couch with her. I made sure she was eating. I made sure she was okay through the night. Granted, they did not pay me extra to do this. They should have. But I got to bring them home and take care of them, give them their meds when they needed them. But then I had to give them back the next day. I brought home a Frenchie puppy to take care of through the night, and then some little teddy bear type of, I think she was like a cockapoo, or like a Cavachon or something like that, like one of those little mixes. And, just snuggle them while they weren't feeling good in my house. Yeah, I agree, Jax. I'm too big of a, I'm way more of an animal person than I am a person. I guess that was people person. I just said person, but we definitely don't deserve them. But that's why I am so big into taking care of them if I can. Which is why I've taken in another bunny other than Jax. He was emaciated because whoever had him was not feeding him. Or they weren't feeding him enough. They surrendered him to the store. And the cashier allowed them to do it before getting me or one of the management, which they're supposed to do. Technically, we wouldn't have taken him because he was unsellable. He was skin and bones. But of course, again, because we couldn't sell him, and there was no way corporate was going to want to pay vet care on an animal that they didn't purchase. So I took him home, and wouldn't you know it, feeding him every day, he gained weight. He was such a sweetheart. He was so lethargic. He hardly had any energy in the beginning. But then as he was eating and gaining weight, he was getting his energy back. I named him Sylvester. And when he gained 4 pounds, he was only barely 2 pounds when I brought him home. He was 6 pounds, 5 pounds when I adopted him out to somebody else. wanted to do. Let me check. I don't know. Oh, I had a spot. Will you look at that? Well, there you go. Now you have the ability. I thought I was full. I had an extra spot. I had gone through my list the other day based on, who's still coming and who's not coming as often. So I was like, well, I don't need this person, this person, this person. Hey, I like Shrek. You're not insulting me. Oh, did she really? Yeah, she does get on pretty early. Sometimes I pop in near the end, but she gets on before I wake up. When I woke up this morning, she was shopping. I was watching, I just didn't say anything. Yeah, I got it too. I went ahead and unmodded Becky just because she said she doesn't even use TikTok anymore, and she's never in here, so I was like, someone else could take her spot. Of course, it's nothing against her. I have nothing against her, obviously. She's just not here. I was unmodded from a bunch too, but I had taken a week. I had taken a month off of doing ASMR, and at the same time, I wasn't really in any lives either, because I was working on my mugs so much, so I was like, I've been absent, so it made sense that they unmodded me. I'm not hurt. It totally makes sense when you have a limited amount you can have. I worked on a glass tumbler last night. It is drying. I sealed it today. You're always here, Kayla. You're not going anywhere unless you wanna. Sometimes it's just more relaxing to not have that responsibility. But at the same time, there are times that they don't really appear to have mods in at the time, and I'm like, I need to get that person. I was like, I would totally. I need to dye my hair again. Look at this. I look like a skunk. Like, just right here is like gray. Nowhere else, just gray. Right there. Right there. My dog, Brinley, she likes to jump on the back of the big chair downstairs to look out the window. She's like a big cat. She'll just go right on the back of it. Yesterday she did that and it finally happened. The whole chair tipped over. She was so confused. I was waiting for it to happen. It hadn't happened yet, but this time it did. She was like, what just happened? Yeah, she's an American Bulldog. So all 55 pounds of her jumped up on the chair and it went boop. When it happened, she like got up and she came out, she looked at me, and then she was inspecting the chair like, what just happened? It was hilarious. She won't even let me brush her. Anything foreign that touches her, she goes crazy. I can't brush her. If I want to de-shed her at all, I have to give her a bath. And to give her a bath, I have to stand in the bathtub with her. Yes, the mug. This one is available. Dreamer originally wanted this one, and then she changed her mind and picked out a different one. She should be getting hers anytime. It was due to be there tomorrow, but same with Extra Sweet. She got a glass tumbler, and it was estimated to be there tomorrow, but she got it yesterday. I'm excited to find out. This is my other favorite. That would be my phone. Bella wanted to cuddle. I gave her a haircut last night. She looks so much better, and I can tell she feels better. But of course, she was driving me crazy while I was doing her hair. Today, she was like all snuggles. And I got a hair splinter. Love hair splinters. The bane of a dog groomer's existence is a hair splinter. Somebody that I worked with, she got a really sweet dog from the animal shelter, and I saw her post on, she knows I've groomed dogs, she knows I groom dogs, and she posted on Facebook, she was like, so eventually Stella's gonna need a little trim up, and I was wondering if there was a good place to go, and I'm like, I am so offended right now. Hello. Me. I don't know why she just didn't. It was like whoosh. I really need new slime. Look, it doesn't want to stretch. Yes. Yeah, she sits in. I love when she lays on her back and her jowls just like flop. I've taken pictures and then turned it upside down and laughed my ass off. I went to my prom by myself, well, with friends, but nobody asked me. But that's okay. Hey, furry friends, how are you? I definitely need new slime. This doesn't stretch anymore. Yeah, there's less pressure when you just go with friends. I had just as much fun, probably more. I'm in Indiana. Who's from Canada? I was born in Canada. My family still lives in Canada. I'll be going to Canada in May to visit my grandmother for her 96th birthday. I can't wait to hear it. I never thought I had an accent. People would say you have an accent, and I'm like, no, I don't. But now that I've lived away from home for a while, I can totally hear it in my family and friends. And occasionally, depending on what word it is, I'll still sound like some words will still sound Canadian. Even my son will tease me. It's funny because my family will tell me that I sound American, and then a lot of people here they'll be like, I know you're not from here. I'm like, no, I'm Canadian. Well, technically I'm American now. I have my citizenship, but I'm still Canadian as well. now since I was like in Indiana since I was 23, so. But every now and then there is something that still pops out. But when I first moved here, and I was unaware of the different pronunciations, I totally went to Pizza Hut and asked for pasta sauce instead of pasta sauce. Everybody at the table died laughing. I was like, what? That's what it is. It's 4:08 here p.m. I think I'm gonna eat unhealthy today and get McDonald's. It just feels like a McDonald's day. You're getting ready for work, or you're ready for work. And after McDonald's, I gotta do my dishes and stuff. Gotta do dishes. I don't like dishes. I despise dishes. What was I gonna do? Yeah, I hate dishes. Definitely gotta do them because my husband, bless his heart, whenever he comes home, if there's dishes in the sink, he will do them. He doesn't have a problem doing dishes, he'll do them. But I don't think that he should have to. So I'm like, I gotta get these dishes out of here before he thinks that he needs to do them. Welcome back. I'm getting hungry, is what I'm getting. I'm getting hungry. What was I gonna do? Oh, I remember. dishes too, Kayla. We totally need to go to Walmart in Illinois and surprise Mitchell at work. That would be so funny. Excuse me, sir. Can you help me find some ASMR triggers? That way you're also safe from kidnapping. Because I think your parents would freak out. But you'd be in a public place. And it's not like I blame them. I mean, I would feel the same way about my child, so I just know that I'm not a danger to you. Yep. Mitchell's not worth it. Dogs? What dogs? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any dogs. What is that? She's guarding the house. Bella's just like, oh, she's barking. I must bark too. that. Those are his favorites. Other than that, he's not necessarily into this, but he totally supports me doing it. He even, these were his idea. Other people use them too, but he found these by himself and he was like, hey, look. And he was like, he was so proud of himself. Have a good evening at work, Mitchell. Hopefully you don't get any rude customers. Ooh, that was too hard. Last thing I need to do is break them. I'm very paranoid when I do that because I have known some ASM artists to crack them. And I don't want to crack mine. Ice globes, they're just made of a very thin glass. It's very thin. So they are very breakable. Check. I haven't looked at Lumi very often. He's still got his back leg like way up there. It looks uncomfortable, but he hasn't moved it. myself to do it to myself, I would. So when someone else does it, it's just not the same. Not the same. Hello from Michigan. I'm in Indiana. We're neighbors. Whoops, there's a headphone there. Said they would. I was like, I'm in the wrong profession. Well, I don't really have a profession besides this and taking care of animals, but I don't really get paid for that very much. She'll literally bark at me until I give her access to it, and then she like grabs it. For the most part, she's fairly gentle. The only problem is that I have dog saliva in my hair afterwards, but there's so much work. It's like having a toddler for the rest of your life. I'm sure furry friends can attest to that. They never grow up. Stop moving, that never stop needing. Have you, furry friends, have you seen Charlotte on TikTok? I watch her live all the time. Charlotte is a 1-year-old spider monkey. She is so full of energy. I was like, I get tired just watching. Charlotte is adorable. Oh my goodness, hope you feel better. Charlotte is amazing. Yeah, I've received 1 lion. That's the biggest, most expensive gift I've ever gotten, and I've gotten it once. Yeah, I watch her all the time too. She's so freaking cute. They had a meetup yesterday, so she was playing with other monkeys. It was so cute. I get so annoyed when people go in the chat and they'll be like, monkeys belong in the wild, monkeys belong in the wild. Why'd you take her away from her mother? Monkeys belong in the never survive. Like, people are so judgy. You have 6 spiders. Oh, they're so freaking cute. Do they shed? I think she said that Charlotte doesn't shed, but I can't remember. Hey, Kristen. They do shed. See, I could have sworn she said that Charlotte didn't, but maybe it's because she's young. Like, I don't know. Maybe it happens when she's older. Because that's kind of like puppies too. They'll still shed when they're puppies, but not as much. Oh, so they don't shed. Wait. You said yep, and then you said... I forget. So, no, they don't shed. Okay. Where do you live? I need to come see your monkeys. I've never been that close to a monkey. I would be like, I'd be in my heaven. Heaven for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it gets me. Like, Charlotte was born in captivity, lost her mother when she was 2 weeks old. How do you expect her to survive in the wild? She won't. Here in Nashville, I've been to Tennessee so many times, but never to Nashville. My stepson lives in Fayetteville. I'll have to tell my husband I'm taking a trip to Nashville. Bye. I'm going to see monkeys. Right. I mean, there's instances when, sure, like I was watching somebody today, she rehabilitates squirrels. And I was like, you know, because she was feeding baby squirrels today. The only ones that she doesn't release are the ones that would never survive in the wild. One has a neurological issue. The other one is still a newborn. He's still a pinky. And he has a lot of injuries, so he might have to have toes amputated or his foot. And in that case, he wouldn't be re-released, but all her other rehabs she releases afterwards. So, of course, you're gonna have those people that are like, why do you have squirrels in the house? But she's a licensed rehabber, wildlife rehabber, mostly squirrels. And there are going to be instances where they just would not survive in the wild, and people gotta understand that. in Charlotte's case, it's actually because she's never been in the wild. It is actually illegal for her to be released into the wild. That's why you're not allowed to just let your pets out. Like, oh, I don't want my rabbit anymore, I'm just gonna let it go. Oh, I don't want my fish anymore, I'm gonna put it in the lake. You can't do that, it's illegal. My snakes, I can't just say, well, I don't want to take care of them anymore. Out you go. Can't do it. Like there was this girl that I used to work with. She had a snake, so she would get feeder rats, obviously, and she'd be like, every week she'd be coming, he didn't eat, but she'd come every week and get a new rat, and I'm like, why aren't you trying to feed the rat that you got him last week? Why aren't you giving it to him this week? She lets them go. She just puts them outside. Off you go. I'm like, you know you can't do that, right? Those rats have never been in the wild, and we have a big enough rat problem, and now you're gonna add to the problem, releasing other rats. Like, you can't do that. Anyway, I said I was gonna go at 4:30 and it's 4:36. I have to eat and I have to do dishes. I don't have any pins. I used to have pins and I don't know where they are. I've meant to find them and I have no idea where they are. But I've been here for a little bit and it is time to do some things around the house and